retour. Je m'en vais faire un tour à mon ancienne adresse. Je ne reconnais plus ni les murs ni les rues qui ont vu ma jeunesse en haut d'un escalier. Je cherche l'atelier dont plus rien ne subsiste dans son nouveau décor. Montmartre semble triste et les lilas sont morts. La bohème, on était jeunes, on était fous. La bohème, ça ne veut plus rien dire du tout. Je vous parle d'un temps que les moins de 20 ans ne peuvent pas connaître. Montmartre en ces temps-là.
Yo.
Jusque sous nos fenêtres, les cylindres garnis.
What's going on? Shout out to everybody. We're going to have a good show tonight. Going to have a good show tonight, man. Welcome, niggas. You know what time it is.
But it wouldn't be nothing.
You know what time it is, baby. I was right. I knew I was right. And tonight I got the proof to prove that I was fucking right, bro.
You see,
Crack Baby 2.0 out this bitch.
take us over the road.
I'm telling you. It's unfortunate. It's nothing to laugh about. It is what it is, though, man. It is what it is, what it is. So let me paint the scene for you, man. It's the 1980s. Everybody poor as fuck. Right after damn heroin. They needed something else. We just got hit with the heroin. You know, the heroin was crazy up there in the 70s, man. You know, we had these guys, Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes, and there's another Frank. And, you know, the Mafia. Everybody out there fucking up the community. Well, today we're like, what the hell's going on with the women? Why are these broads bugging out the way they bugging out? What's wrong with them? You know, you got a couple of dudes bugging out, but these broads is really tweaking. So I had my own theory. I say, you know what, man, I really can't put together the timeline, but I think it got something to do with the crack era. And I'll be damned if I wasn't, right? So we got a timeline age of second generation in 2025. This is the second generation crack baby, right? This is the residue, okay? First generation, those that were born in the 1980s, right? So let's say you had a chick who was doing crack and let's say you had a couple together. You got a couple doing crack, cool. They screw and they get pregnant, right? If they had a baby that they had right now is 41 years old. No lie, we got 41-year-old crack babies out here, bro. What do you think about that? 41-year-old crack babies, 39, 37, all over here. Right? And if they had a kid, that 41-year-old, if she had a kid, right, their kids would be from 11 to 26 years old. depending on if they had that baby, say like, what do you call that shit? Teen pregnancy and shit like that, right? So that's what we got going on with that. Right? I got a timeline for you motherfuckers. This means the children of crack exposed individuals are likely between 0 and 26 years old today. Right? That's not counting the parents, the ones that started the shit. This is just the damn kids. These young people may face indirect effects from their parents' trauma, addiction, or unstable environments, even if they weren't exposed to drugs themselves. Right? So even if they weren't exposed to the drugs, the fact that their mama and them was using this shit is still there. I gotta cover up the, y'all know me. I gotta cover up the, yeah, that shit. Fuck it. I don't need to know who. This ain't for everybody, you know. I don't know that motherfuckers get so caught up on what's that shit called, man? Dopamine. They gotta get a instant fucking hit. Fuck y'all. Talk about some important shit around here. All right, so let's see. These generations impact often show up as emotional instability, trouble with focus / behavior, difficulty in relationships, and they're at higher risk of poverty or neglect. Okay? So, before that, hold on. The crack epidemic's impact spans 2 generations. Those born between 1984 and 1998 were the most directly affected by the prenatal exposure. Many are now adults in their 30s and 40s, and their children are now ranging from infants to mid-20s, dog. Then I told y'all on the last couple of lives, if you trying to find love, you're going to have to wait till about 2050, because motherfuckers 45 and down is trash. Remember I told y'all that? Now, from my own research, I see this shit range from straight bitches just straight being violent to just stupid, like you can't even hold a conversation. Yeah. Right? So let me just give you a quick glimpse on what it was looking like. We're going to go here. Boom.
Stay tuned in if you are yet to. Let us dive in. The epidemic was known to have particularly devastating effects within the African American communities of the inner cities by causing the increase of addictions, deaths, and drug-related crimes. The idea of the drug called crack came about when cocaine dealers were faced with the problem of dropping prices for their illegal product. So they made a decision to convert the powder to crack, a solid smokable form of cocaine that could be sold in smaller quantities to more people.
How many of the parties you go to do you see?
Every party.
It's not almost every party unless there's drugs or drinking. It's not a party. Yeah. People won't go.
Unlike powder cocaine, the result of this preparation was easier to develop, more cost-efficient to produce, and cheaper to buy, which made it all the more economically accessible to a more predominant population.
A lot of people sell crack. The thing is to own crack and have people sell it for you. You gotta save up while you sell to someone else. You gotta think things out for yourself. It's like a gift to me. That's what I can do. Think and figure.
It doesn't even take a kid a gift, even though this kid thinks he's got a gift. It's not a gift. The gift that he's got is he's got the easiest item peddle. he's got crack.
A small-time drug dealer who sold crack daily earned a median net income of $2,000 per month. This served as a...
What? Back then? God damn. So yeah, this was the destruction, and yes, you saw that that was a white boy. It wasn't just niggas on crack, okay? Let's get that straight. It wasn't just them using coke, all right? It was everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show you what it looked like back in the day. That's what it looked like, man. These motherfuckers smoking the shit. This was it.
source of income to the households of most African Americans. And why? This is the answer. The selling of crack cocaine was not exclusively prevalent in African American communities, but it did have a disproportionate impact on these communities in the 1980s and 1990s. There are several...
Now, I'm going to tell you why it had a disproportionate impact. Because of the living conditions. In the inner cities, in the urban areas, it wasn't built up, it wasn't pretty, there was no jobs, there wasn't money over there. And the other areas that may have had run-ins with crack, they weren't as fucked up as the ghettos already were. Now, when you couple crack and bad living conditions, the product is very bad. If it would have just been crack alone, they would have outgrew it. There would have been a little bit of residue, in the brain, because they say that it doesn't change the DNA, but it changes the way the DNA receives protein, which could alter some shit. But it doesn't change the DNA. It changes how the DNA receives info or whatever. So that's where the shit happens. That's where things get bad, and that affects, let me see. Crack babies today are between 27 and 41 years old. Yeah, damn. And if they had kids, bro, listen, man. All right, lack of stable parenting or role, like all of this right here, coupled with this drug, it shit is just deadly, tragic to the community. This is why these girls are bugging out, man. All right, because you got, let's see, this is what the known outcomes are: cognitive deficits. All right, your attention issues, your executive functioning problems. All right, like you can't do day-to-day shit. Like you can't really function. Like you need help. Behavioral problems, impulsivity, emotional dysregulation. This is what we're all looking at right here when we look at these videos of these ladies. Now, we're gonna take a quick look just so you don't get bored. I know motherfuckers got short attention spans, but we're gonna work on that real quick. Can you even see that? What the fuck does that shit look like? That's weird. Oh, wow. All right, well, I'm going to tell you what it says. This combined with... so they're talking about the crack again, right? Crack, this is sold with... Go back over here. Put that shit back where it was. All right. This combined with its intense effects and particularly addictive nature led crack cocaine to be one of the most widely used drugs virtually between 1982 and 1985 alone. So for the 3 years, they were just straight killing it over the fucking drugs. All right. Now I want to show you some effects of that shit. Okay. If you recall, this young lady right here when they talk about unstable relationships and impulsivity, things like that, this is what it looks like.
What's going on? Who else is on site? I guess did you call us? To escort somebody, that's it. Okay. Hey, what's up, my man? What's going on, bro? You see what's going on in there? No? Okay, hang tight for me real quick. Hey, guys, please fire, man. Do you need an ambulance or anything?
I didn't touch her. Didn't touch her. Nobody said he touched her.
That's fine, okay? Where's my next closest here? Okay, man, just want to say.
That's my crib. What you mean? Fuck, nobody even touch. Like, come on, bro. I don't care, bro. It's fuck away from me. I didn't do shit, bro. Nobody said you did. You didn't say. No, you called him if I do. Fuck, you called me. Why you said you ran me?
Oh, fuck. So here we see these two dingbats. God forbid they make kids. I hope they don't make fucking kids because the cycle is just going to continue. When I say don't have babies in the hood, in the ghetto, there's a reason for that. And I told y'all the reason. Now we got the scientific proof that living in impoverished areas, unsafe areas, amongst uncertainty and scarcity, it fucks your kid up. Okay? So you don't want to put your kid through that, all right? So that's one of the reasons why I always say don't have kids in the ghetto. Don't repopulate the ghetto, right? That's why I say that. Now, when you take a person who was raised up in the ghetto and you give them crackhead parents, or you make them addicted to crack, that shit gets inside their damn body, inside their mind, and when they have a kid, it goes into the kid. All right? And then the kid grows up acting like this shit here. They may grow up with some type of mental thing. It might make them slow, or it might make them very bad, very mean, right? A lot of behavioral problems. A lot of they're at higher risk for mental illness, right? Depression, anxiety, PTSD, especially if raised in chaotic environments. All right. Now we're talking about second generation effects on their children. So that's the crackheads. Now we're talking about on the crack babies. All right. So when them crack babies, when they grow up and they have kids, while exposure isn't genetically passed down, epigenetics changes the environment factors and can influence the next generation. Now that the epigenetics, that's the one that I was telling you about, where it doesn't change the DNA. It changes how the DNA is receiving shit. All right, that's the first one. So let me see. What was that? Epigenetic. All right. Now, the way this crack shit, right? This is what the epigenetics is. This is what it changed. All right. Oh, we getting slow. Come on. Epigenetics is the science of how your environment and experiences can change the way your genes are expressed without changing the DNA itself. Wow. Wow. Think of your genes like a piano. Your DNA is the piano keys, but your life experiences like stress, addiction, or love are like the hands playing those keys. Nice. Epigenetics determines which note gets played and which stays silent. Wow. These changes can sometimes be passed down to your children or even grandchildren. All right. I feel like you can't see that. Let me see what you're seeing. I got to see what you're seeing. Yeah, you can't see that. All right. So we're gonna go back to the live scene because you can't see that. All right. So basically, it says what functions, I guess, are gonna be silent, right? What functions are gonna come out and speak more in that person? Damn, that's fucked up. So it ain't changed the DNA, but it might as well have. Fuck. But the only good thing about that, right? It seems like if that doesn't change your DNA, your kid still has a chance, right? Because it wasn't changed by your DNA wasn't changed. All right. How drug use triggers epigenetic changes. When a person uses drugs like crack, heroin, cocaine, meth, it can stress the body and brain, disrupt brain chemistry, especially in areas for memory, emotion, and impulse control. Damn. DNA alter the way certain genes are turned on or off. These changes happen through a process called methylation. Basically, chemical tags are added to the DNA. Shit. These tags don't rewrite the code, but they affect how it works. Wow. Think of it like putting tape over some keys on a piano. The gene is still there, but it doesn't play the same way. Wow. Damn. Now, what it means for children, if drug use happens before or during pregnancy, especially in mothers, it can affect fetal brain development, the child's stress response system, the way certain emotional or behavioral genes are expressed, the way children may grow up more prone to impulsivity, anxiety, mood swings, difficulty with focus, aggression, or emotional withdrawal. They're broken. Trying to communicate with them, trying to co-parent, trying to do anything with them, your chances are shot. Right? What I want is for you to be able to identify the red flags that there's something wrong with her and it's embedded in her and it's going to ruin your life. If you procreate, if you having sex with her and shit like that, it's going to fuck you up. It's going to leave you open for something. Trauma doesn't just hurt, it echoes. A woman smoking crack in 1991 may not realize it, but her granddaughter in 2025 could be struggling with emotional instability, not because she's bad or broken, but because her brain was wired to survive in an unstable world before she was even born. Yo, nigga, that's crazy. That's crazy. What? Did you hear that shit? Oh my God. That right there, we're going to leave that right there, man. We're going to go look at some more of these videos here. You got to see how Shorty really is fucked up. So she ended up actually assaulting the cop and catching a charge, of course.
I want you to escort him. That's it. Okay, what's going on? I don't gotta tell you. I know what's going on. You can call his friend.
You tell me what happened in your eye? Ma'am, you called me to help you. I want to help you out.
Bro,
Can you spell me your name?
Janaya.
Okay. So what? In order for me to do anything, you kind of need to tell me what's going on.
It was a little argument. I was trying to get my house key. That's it. You don't give him my key. Him?
Yeah,
That's his friend. He's trying to get him. That's it.
No. The gentleman with no t-shirt. You can slow down. Okay.
never touched you. You hit me and I hit you back.
I never touched you.
So now I touched both.
Yeah, I hit the off
Well, I got the proof. I was just sitting there. Bro, I got the
tonight.
Oh, right. What you talking about? I'm not no more. You started talking to me. You just gave my key and I was gonna leave.
Shit, I'll take it right here.
That's not that shit,
You
yo.
can't see.
I said, don't bitch you guys be sticking out on my mouth, bro.
Don't go at him.
No, leave him alone. Bro, get him out of my crib. I got you. Yeah,
You live there. Who lives there?
I'm breaking my lease anyway.
He's man, these fucking cops are really professional, man. They're a little, man, listen. I don't know. I don't think I'm really trying to do all that. I ain't trying to do all that, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to. It's just gonna have to go down this kind of way, cause I can't be fucking. Hold on. What's wrong with my fucking phone, bro? I can't hide myself. All right, so yeah. So that's what's going on with this broad right here. Her brain is fucked up. They said, how'd he put it? He said, that's the first one. He said, a woman smoking crack in 1991 may not realize it, but her granddaughter in 2025 could be struggling with emotional instability, not because she is bad or broken, but because her brain was wired to survive in an unstable world before she was even born. That's fucking crazy. That's some bars right there, dog. All right, so we're just gonna skim forward a little bit.
Now you get my grandma paid for it. I say the money she sent me.
Can you talk to us about anything? Hey, ma'am, do you want to talk about what's going on?
Bro, I just want to talk to you. What I kill?
Ma'am, stay over here. Stay over here, okay? I got a body cam on. What's going on today?
Bro, he's mad because he stopped trying to get my house key.
Who is he? Ma'am,
Somebody I was dealing with.
can you talk to me right here? Who is he to you?
That's my boyfriend.
Okay.
Who was my boyfriend?
Did
That's my boyfriend.
anything physical happen?
No, I asked him for my key. That's it.
Okay.
So he wanted to give me my key. Get the yellow shit. I call y'all to expert on my crib. Give me my key,
Okay.
bro.
Hold on. Hey, I need to talk to you so we can figure out if we can do that, okay?
God damn, bitch.
One more.
Y'all don't need one more.
Ma'am.
Like I'm telling you.
Ma'am. Stop walking around or else you're going to get put in handcuffs, okay? You're not listening.
That's what he's trying to say. You won't even listen to the man.
How long has he lived here for?
He just said something. I don't tell you.
Ma'am.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
No, you're not, bro. Stop touching me.
Then chill out.
Bro, would you
You wanna
want
go
to
handcuffs?
beat your ass too? Stop talking to me.
You can try that, but that would
I
work
ain't
out.
gonna touch.
Chill
Stop
out.
touching me.
You want to go in handcuffs?
Bro, would you?
Chill out.
No. Stop touching me, I'm
Yeah.
Now this shit right here is coming from when we go back and we look at the causes of this shit. The cause of this shit here, why she's acting like this, is from 1991, right? If a woman was smoking that crack in 91, that shit would affect her granddaughter in 2025, right? And they gave us the list of shit that it affects: impulsivity, anxiety, mood swings, difficulty with focus, aggression, and emotional withdrawal. When you see difficulty with focus, you see her pacing back and forth. Yeah, she's upset, but another person that's upset, you ever see some people who are upset and they're just fucking standing still and they're quiet. They're able to contain and control it, like some cops, right? Well, she can't do that.
I don't care if you're mad, because I obviously can't help. I can't do anything for it if you don't talk to me. How long has he lived here? Ma'am? check him.
Fuck! I mean,
Shout out the famous Ogoon. BC 19. Yo, he said 19 BC before crack. Yo. So this shit's gonna show you.
what you gave me? You don't know me, bro. I don't give a.
You,
You're under arrest now.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't for real. Y'all do not know, bro. I will tweak the out. Y'all better let me the go.
Take a seat.
I'm not queer. Give me my phone. Call my
Take a seat.
grandma.
You're not calling anybody right now.
Right? Cause you a. I mean,
Oh.
go.
Miss Nichols, are you doing all right? Or you calm down a little bit?
look how fucking mad this bitch is. You see how mad this bitch is, man? God damn, dog. Look at that fucking bitch face. Crazy.
Do you want to talk about whatever happened inside the apartment?
I don't want to talk about it. Give me my phone. That's all I need. So I can make a call.
Okay.
Nah, you need a quick call. I don't want to talk to nobody. Everybody leave me alone. For real. I'm not in the mood already at the end. Everybody just steady pissing me off more. I'm telling you, I'm going to somebody up. Just leave me alone. Sitting up there basically screaming like you always pretty. No, I'm telling you, always hitting me. I got pictures of it. Black guys, all that. I don't touch him. I tell him to give my kid. He started hitting me.
So
After this is over with. I'm breaking. It's over with. Break the list tonight. Go up the back. I don't want to talk, bro.
Now, when you hear this, right? She's like, yo, you know, he always hits me. He always puts his hands on me, right? And when you see up here where it says, where was that shit at? But they're talking about a grandmother who uses the crack in 1991 doesn't know in 2025 her grandkid is going to be struggling with shit, right? So if that happens, and he said that it's not because, you know, her DNA changed, but it's because her brain has been wired. Her brain has been wired to survive in an unstable world, right? It's already been pre-wired like that. So what is that? What is what she doing right now? She's surviving in an unstable world. She's surviving with a dude that's ping-powing her. She's already overstaying her welcome. She, you know, when you see the chick with the abusive boyfriend and she keep going back and you like, yo, why the fuck this bitch ain't leave? This nigga whooping your ass. Why you still staying there? Because of the way they fucking brain rewired. Yo, if a bitch brain is fucked up, bro, now imagine her brain fucked up, right? And a nigga dicking her down. Bro, this how we get what the fuck we got going on out this motherfucker. They done. They cooked. So you really gotta, you know, if you trying to get married and all that, but nigga, don't do it in this generation. Don't do it now. They gonna ruin your fucking life, right? As shown, look at you. Think you think that shit crazy? You think that bitch crazy? Hold on, I'm gonna show you. This another crazy looking bitch right here. But you gotta be careful with this one because she might got some good fucking box, but she look a little nuts.
I am ready. I was up here before.
I got an update? No.
Why does bitch look like that, bro? She look fucking nuts, right? Normal. The way her train of thought is says that she's nuts too.
I have a potty mouth. I have a potty mouth.
Okay, but you called me with a do-rag on.
Yeah. So I do the do-rag thing. I have the tattoo right here. I have one right here. I'm a little rough around the edges, but I'm very much a sweetheart.
Okay. What is your name, honey?
Bitch is crazy. This bitch is crazy.
Sugar.
Sugar, where you calling me from?
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Cherry Hill, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have two beautiful girls.
How old are your girls?
God.
12 and 7.
Both by the same man?
Huh?
Are both of your kids the same father?
Yeah.
The fuck?
That's a no?
Yeah, no.
Crazy ass heifer.
Are both by the same man?
Huh?
Are both of your kids the same father?
Fucking crazy ass. Ah.
Yeah.
That's a no?
Yeah, no.
Yo. So she said she got one on her face. She got 2 tattoos on her face. I think she got another one on her neck. If that ain't a tattoo, that means somebody tried to cut the bitch neck. So I think it's a tattoo.
Have you ever been married?
No, I would love to though.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
Nah, that ain't no tattoo, dog.
Insurance.
Is that shit?
And
Is that a tattoo?
do you believe in, how old are you?
I'm 34.
34.
34, kid. She falls in the category. She falls in the category, kid. God damn.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
So we got Sugar, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, mine are 2 girls, 5 2 men, never married, works in insurance, 34 is an Aquarius.
Yes.
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
A decent human being. Just somebody decent. Like, I could deal with everything you got going on. I know how to deal with men. I'm just looking for somebody that understands what I got going on, and we're good. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. A lot of men nowadays are very impulsive. They're very dick hard. They like dealing with their private parts and stuff like that. I'm not trying to deal with that shit.
You said that they're very D-I-C-K hard?
Yes. And I'm over it. And I get we all horny. Everybody's horny since the pandemic. I'm trying to move on from that shit. We all horny. You're horny, I'm horny. Okay, cool. But what are we doing after the fact?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Well,
Kendra,
I'm
like,
not gonna agree, 'cause last time I agreed, I got put into the conversation. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is a bum ass nigga. Just a bum ass nigga. Can't deal with them. Don't want to get into it with them. I'm not trying to be around a bum ass nigga. I'm over it. I deal with bum ass niggas. I had a nigga lie to me and tell me he was living with his mother and he was in a shelter. I had to tell him to give me the address, and then it was a mess. Child, it was a mess. And now he's in his own living situation. I get it, and shout out to him. But I'm trying to move on from that. Like, don't lie to me. My deal breaker is a liar.
Okay. Ooh, child.
now you gotta be careful, man. This bitch got that what they call 1,000-yard stare. All right? If you look at her long enough, you can feel 2 burning holes on your face. All right? The bitch is crazy. All right? So it shows up. This shit that the women are experiencing from the drug use shows up in a lot of different ways. All right? And you got to be able to know how to see that shit. The worst thing you could do, besides interacting with them, is have a fucking baby with them. It's the worst thing you could do. Like, look at this old motherfucker here.
Hi, baby. Your name is Carol?
Yeah,
Carol, where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Lancaster, California,
Oh, man.
You love?
72.
72? You look younger than 72.
I feel it.
Okay, stay in the light, Carol, honey.
Okay.
Good God.
Turn your TV or your music on.
Okay. All right.
All right, you want to face the light. Can you face that light behind you?
Yeah.
This is good. Y'all stay like that.
Okay.
Okay, Carol, 72.
Damn.
Are you retired, honey?
Yeah.
Why the eyes separated going left and right like that, man?
Carol,
yeah.
Y'all niggas know I'm gonna fuck with this. Hold up. I'm gonna fuck with this shit. Hold on, bitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, man. Stop. Oh, no.
Oldest is 55 and my youngest is 42.
Okay,
No.
have you ever been married?
Twice.
Carol, can you stay? You're too close to the middle. Move over. There you go. Stay right.
Right here?
No, that's too close to the middle. That's good. Well, you
Right
keep
here.
moving. Right there. Can you stop
Okay.
moving? Okay, stop moving. So Carol
right.
Lancaster, California, 72, retired. Monica.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy. All right. Yeah, she say wild shit. All right. Now, this one here, caught one on Kevin Samuels' page. You got to listen to the logic in this idiot here.
Just go ahead and say it. You're making $1 million. Then how much do you want to get married one day? You want children? How many children would you like to have?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. And do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child after marriage?
I probably will have to do.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child when you're married?
Yes.
Okay. What percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime with 4 children and you and a husband? What percentage overall for a lifetime?
20 to 30.
20 to 30%. So you still are looking for a provider male, a man making enough to pay 70 to 80% of the bills. Meaning, if you stop working for any reason, the family would not be significantly impacted. How much money would a man need to make to provide for a family of 4 children, a wife, and himself to not have her income impact the family in any long-term way? How much money would he need to make annually?
Probably 80 to 100,000.
Now, when you hear that their brain is wired to survive in fucked up environments, meaning survive in poverty, this is what I'm thinking is up with her. She's thinking, you know what, yeah, man, 80 fucking grand. After taxes, that's 40 grand. You could take care of all of us on that. That's a lot. No, it ain't, bitch.
What state do you live in?
Texas.
$80,000 for 6 people.
I grew up in the country, so it doesn't really.
See what
See?
I mean? They don't know their caps, folks. See, this is a woman that says she thinks her plan is to make $1 million. But
All right, now, let me see, what's this? All right. This is another way that this shit manifests, if you guys have seen this one. Yeah, we just watched that one. Hold on. This one.
What's going on?
Now, look at this shit.
It's going to hurt.
That's the bitch right there. Right? This is a chick. This is a young chick. All right? What? Take a look at her. He got the bitch in the headlock.
She got anything in her hands, like broken glass? Okay. Can you go over there real quick, ma'am? Just go up.
His cousin.
Okay, hold on. Go with this officer and have a seat right here.
No, he is.
Go have a seat right here, please.
No, he is.
Go have a seat right here, please. Just have a seat right here.
No, he is.
What's wrong with
Well,
that? Just have a seat.
you know he is.
That's fine, right here. Just right here. Have a seat, please.
Get off of me.
Oh, you're getting blood on me.
No, none of that. You know?
Have you been drinking that, man? Stop, better now.
That's who live here.
You need him, that man. Who lives here? You guys injured? 29, could get him.
Now, just to show you, this chick was fucking with that old head inside the apartment. This chick found out that the old head was fucking somebody else. So what's that gonna do? That's gonna mess up her money, right? So she went ape shit on the old head. This is the second time that she broke into his crib, right? And she fucked him up. Okay? So let's just go down a little bit.
Face away from me. What? I gotta pat you down. I gotta pat you down for weapons. I don't have a weapon. How do I know that? Spread your legs. Spread your legs. They spread, aren't they? No, they're not.
Time for their part, man.
Touch me, bro. Don't touch me, bro. Move! 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 Get off of me!
Okay, you're under arrest.
I don't give a about none of that. I don't care. When I see I'm dragging you off your head.
Yeah.
Everybody. Anthony Smith, when I see someone on your brother. You white pick with. That's all you want to do is walk black people up. I said elbow in your head, bitch. That's what I like to lock people up. Bring the people in around.
You gonna sit down, man?
I want to keep me up. That's what I want to do.
The woman wasn't stopping with her abuses, and it was clear the officers were oblivious to what she was about to do.
Okay, she can go for other charges too. Anderson? Ackerson? Hey, Spidey.
People ask, pick me up.
Ma'am, stop.
Tell me what you run over here, off your head, but if I was, if I was sweet, I'd dumb arms. That's what you get. What?
She just spit on a cop. Twice. Yeah. So, you know, these chicks, when it comes to emotional control, they have none. Right? And this chick, she's in her 20s. She falls in that category. She could have a crack residue. She could be a crack baby 2.0. Right?
She can't live without him.
Now, she attacked her boyfriend, right? The police were called. Now they're separating them. They're telling her she has to go this way. She can't leave with him, right? This bitch wants to leave with him, and she wants to put hands on him.
I'm fine. You want to... Hey, remember when Steve the Bird? He was like, Balloony. You ever see that? He was like Balloony. Like, that's crazy. So he's really going to return him? He is leaving.
You're not going back
no,
no
he
more.
I'm not going back to this long. What am I going to go back to for?
You see the bitch keep turning back around?
Well, I can't leave without him.
She can't live without him. You're a grown adult.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You can tase me, you can shoot me, whatever.
All right, she done made up in her mind that she ready to crash out.
Who cares? Who cares? Well, I'm not leaving this mall without him. Joey! Oh, now you want to... Joey.
You're gonna leave them all, okay?
Bitch is about to self-destruct, man.
You're gonna leave them all, okay? You are going to leave them all. You're gonna leave them all, or you're gonna go to jail. Do you want to pick?
I don't give a...
You want to
Neither one of y'all. Joey!
You're gonna leave them all, or you're going in cuffs in 3 seconds. I promise you.
Put me in cuffs.
I will put you in
Put me in
cuffs. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Serious?
Now, do you know why she's laughing? Because she ain't getting the 8-town stomp on her ass. So, you know, it's like a lot of them know the limits that the police can go, right? So, you know, they're just mushing her face on the ground and cuffing her. She's not in pain. She's not in any real discomfort, right? So that's why I always tell y'all, when it comes to people who act like they crazy, the best way to stop all of that acting like I'm crazy shit is to bust them in the head with a motherfucking brick. And all that shit will cease. If they would have hit her mad hard on the side of her fucking head, she'd have chilled the fuck out. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's how that works. All right. So this dumb bitch here, she got locked up for that. I didn't watch this one yet, but she definitely needs help. So we're going to be watching this one together. I'd have tased that bitch. I don't know why he playing around with this hoe as she's walking around with a damn pen. She said she was going to stab him in the eye as she's walking around with this shit. I'd have tased the bitch. What? Now, what I need you to understand about these people, even though you see her there stomping her feet and looking like she's really focused on that lady, don't sleep on these motherfuckers. She's actually analyzing the situation. She's analyzing where these fucking cops is at, who's where, if this lady is alert enough to defend herself if she attacks her. All that shit is still calculating in her fucking head. Don't sleep on these crazy niggas, bro. All right, because that bitch, she will surprise you. I'm telling you. Oh, fuck, man. The bitch got kids, man. Man, tell that Bill bitch I'm about to tackle your big ass in 10 seconds, ho. Like you gotta tell these motherfuckers. Listen, the words, all that sugarcoating shit. They call it IPC skills, interpersonal communication skills, right? Man, fuck all that, man. Cause you'll be IPCing that bitch for 45 minutes, right? You'll be talking to this bitch for 45. Say, yo, listen. If you don't drop that motherfucking pen and turn around, I'ma fucking jump on you and put my foot on your life. Like you gotta tell these people this shit so that they can stop. Like everybody trying to, cotton gloves and no, man, these niggas will kill you. They will kill you. Tell her the truth. Yo, I'm about to tase you, bitch, and then I'm gonna cuff you. And if you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna punch you in your head a few times.
Your load van in the ambulance and let them check you over.
Base head, baby.
Here, so I can see you, so everybody else can see you. Okay.
The only hospital is here, Akron General. They don't make a hospital. There's only dead bodies in there.
No, not when we're gonna let you go.
Hey, Metro is a dead body people.
No. These aren't.
In the hospital I was at, it wasn't even Metro.
Okay, but that was different.
It was the hospital where Cowboys at.
Okay, there's nobody like that here.
Metro's dead.
These guys are officers.
They're not real.
Okay.
Look at them. Look at them.
Calm your voice. You're giving me a headache now. Come on, let's go get in the ambulance, okay, sweetie?
Uh-oh, bitch. It's going down, bitch.
You don't want none of that.
She can't hold that shit. She can't hold that. Oh, she tossed it, though. Oh. All right. There you go. You got the Cobra clutch on the hand, kid. There you go. Oh shit. Little bitch sound like a. The fuck?
All right. You want to calm down? Take some deep breaths. We're gonna sit you up, okay?
She probably stink.
Sit up.
They ain't rough her up too bad. She got the hat still on.
Ready? Stand up for us.
Stand up. Come on. We're getting some help.
Be okay? Yeah. Next time it'd be a little easier if you just cooperated, wouldn't it?
But you're not gonna cause any more problems, right? We got that out of the way. You can lean back if you want to. Might be a little more comfortable.
Hell of night.
Okay.
What was going on today with Grandma at home? On hell of night. On hell of night.
Police attempt to question the suspect after they transport her to the hospital, but struggle to gather any information out of her in her current state of mind.
Jasmine, my name's Jason. Okay, I'm a sergeant with the Akron Police. I'd like to talk to you about your interaction with our officers over at CSS. Would you like to talk to me about that interaction that you had with them?
Because I see Anaya.
You saw what?
Anaya.
Alaya? Anaya. Who's Anaya?
I'm the girl in the blue dress. I mean, the blue skirt from a long time ago. And cancer is
Okay.
Double came one day to see me for my birthday. And Anaya got jealous and the boy. I had to help the boy.
Yo, you hear this shit, nigga? You heard what she said? She said the devil came to see her one night, and whoever Anaya is got jealous. Yo, what the fuck, nigga? Yo. Oh man, these motherfuckers here crazy.
A long time ago. And cancer. I'm a girl in the blue dress. I mean, the blue skirt from a long time ago. And cancer is
Okay.
Double came one day to see me for my birthday. And Anaya got jealous and the boy. I had to help the boy. I still got the disease. Anaya got a disease, and it's the worst disease ever. The strawberry glaze disease. That I had to.
Who is Anaya? Naya?
This one girl that makes dead bodies. She goes to the graveyard and tries to find a devil, and the devil is underground. Unless she goes over to Keisha's house, and that's underground. She had to go, please, 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 please.
Oh, nigga. You hear this shit? These motherfuckers was walking around with everybody else, bro. That shit sound like a Stephen King movie.
I want to see my Jesus, please.
Do you recall interacting with the officers over at CSS? Do you remember going to CSS today?
Yes.
Yeah? Why'd you go to CSS today? Because of Anaya?
Yes. I thought I can get my shot and everything else.
What do you get shots for?
Because she's possessed.
What do you go to CSS to get shots for? You don't remember what you get shots for? Did you have an appointment today to go get a shot?
No.
No? You just went in there because you weren't feeling good? And you were worried about Naya? Okay. Do you recall our officers coming over to CSS while you were there?
They were supposed to.
They weren't supposed to? You know why they came?
No.
Okay. Do you remember talking to any of our officers?
No.
No? Okay. At some point in time, I understand that our officers put their hands on you. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Do you know, can you walk me through how that happened?
Anaya.
Okay. What happened?
Because she herself. Because she saw she don't I said, no, don't pull up my dress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the officers put their hands on you?
Huh?
Do you remember when the officers put their hands on you?
2013.
Okay. I'm talking about today.
Once they whipped her, well, she whipped herself. They said, I'm a hell nut. I'm a hell nut.
Do you recall today interacting with the officers over at CSS?
Yes.
Do you remember them putting their hands on you?
Yes.
Do you know why they put their hands on you? Or do you know what led up to that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you remember any of them kicking you or punching you or doing anything like that?
Yes.
Which? Or both?
Both.
Both? They were punching and kicking you?
Yes. And slammed me down the ground.
Do you know where they punched and kicked you at?
On my face.
On your face?
That little bitch is lying and this nigga's believing the crazy bitch. Yeah, I fucking hate doctors sometimes, B. When it comes to shit like that, I used to work in a fucking hospital. I used to work in it was a hospital, but they had a psych emergency unit, and then they had a fucking crazy person unit on the 9th floor. And yeah, you asking this crazy bitch if somebody hit her, bro? What if somebody hit her? What does that matter, nigga? Why you think we had to hit the bitch? This bitch is nuts. Like, that shit make me want to take the cuffs off. I hope she jumps on you, motherfucker.
I take a picture to document that?
Yes.
You do mind or you don't mind?
I don't.
Anywhere else that they punched or kicked you?
No.
Okay. And then you said he slammed you down to the ground?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember how that happened?
I ran to the corner and I tried to stab him in the eye with a taser pen and they broke it. And I still stabbed him in the eye because I threw it at him. And then the other cop just came out of the portal. That's all she do is just come out of the portal. She don't ask for permission.
I don't
She
mean to
don't
interrupt you, but the back up, you had a taser pen?
Yes.
You did? You tried to stab him in the eye with it?
Yes.
Mind if I take that picture now? Where at exactly did they hit you? Just in the face somewhere?
Yes.
Anywhere else on your legs, arms, or anything like that?
Yeah, especially this arm right here.
Which one? That one right there? Okay. Hurt like in your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you injured anywhere else from that? Okay. But you ran into the corner. You had a taser pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you get that taser pen? Okay, out of a cup? Was it a cup at CSS?
Yeah.
And you remember, you said you tried to stab him in the eye. You remember which one you tried to stab in the eye?
Yeah.
This one right here? You want to stab him in the eye?
Yo, bitch is crazy, but she honest though, man. I you know what? I can rock with the honest crazy bitch, man. Bitch is honest, man. You tell the truth. Yeah.
So after they tackled you to the ground and after they got the pen away from you, what happened then? Do you recall? Anything else? They put you in handcuffs. You're in handcuffs now. Is that when they put you in handcuffs after they got you on the ground? Okay. After they got you in the handcuffs, you know what happened? Remember what happened?
And then after that, like we made love, then I had a baby.
What?
Still pregnant. Then I went to hell to go see Kristen, the devil, and all you know was like she followed. Like she was starting to date her, dead laying down on the couch there. Okay. I don't even know how the hell she found this castle. This is my castle, not hers. On hell or not. On hell or not. This is the same house. Okay. I'm gonna lay down, little mommy. You know that. I cut my teeth on wedding. Okay, so how did the police get involved? Tasha called though. Okay. And they came out the portal talking about I ain't her. And then they brought you here? Yeah. Okay. What is it with you wanting to kill people for their nose? Because they're sinning. They're sinful people. But is murder not sinful? What? Killing someone, is that not against the 10 Commandments? Yes, it is. But if they're sinning, you gotta do it. Are these people close to you? Everybody's gonna be dead. Everyone's gonna be dead. Okay. Did you want to hurt yourself at all? No. No? I never want to hurt myself. I don't even know that. Okay. Any thoughts on wanting to hurt like homicidal, but you know what homicidal is. I do know what homicidal is, yes. When you left the hospital this morning, did you do any like marijuana, any cocaine, anything like that, or are you still sober? I was always smoking cigarettes.
Duh, man, that bitch is certified. Bitch is certified gangster.
And she left us here by
So
ourselves.
you guys and the two other girls, they're gone now.
Yes. Thank you. Cornell, shut up. Go. No, because you're doing too much. Bro, go. No, you're drunk. No, you're drunk. Cornell, you're making me mad. Go. Pick my hookah. No, you're drunk. See, I'm chilling, right?
I don't know, I hear you can't stand the cops, like.
Come on, like, come on. Like, let's really be honest right now. No, get over here. What? Now, listen to me. But you listen to some other. You don't know. You don't even know that. You don't know her. But you know me. Go over there. Go over there. Go over there.
Yep.
Cornell, you make me mad. You make me mad.
You have to let go. Man, stop or you're going to be placed on arrest, right? You don't have a choice.
This bitch is dragging this nigga like in a damn Flintstones, man.
You have to let go. Man, stop or you're going to be placed under arrest, right? You don't have a choice.
That means you want me to get arrested? No, you touching me?
Yo, why she Yo, you see how she's standing with her hands behind her back like she about to pop on this nigga, man? What's up with this kid?
You don't have a choice.
That means you want me to get arrested? No, you touching me?
You know what I mean?
You're not talking to nobody. Go over there. You're not. You just started talking to them. So go over there.
You were just calm over here, right?
Yeah, right.
Don't make it bigger than you. Now listen.
You right.
I'm talking to you. That's you.
You right.
You're
right. You're right. All four y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4 y'all. All right.
All right. Boy, do you want some favor? You just get on the sidewalk.
That's girlfriend and boyfriend.
While the officers debrief each other on the statements made by the suspect, they notice the female becoming increasingly hostile towards her friend, seemingly out of jealousy of her boyfriend's tone of voice.
Now, when we talk about impulsivity, right? Not being able to do any goddamn thing, actually. Let's see. I think that one was anti-social personality disorder in let's see. Oh, fuck. Well, you can't see it, so hold on. I just got to read it to you. All right. ASPD, antisocial personality disorder, can look very different than it does in men. Blah, blah, blah. First, ignores the rights of others. You see how she just forcing that dude to walk with her and all that shit, right? Breaks rules or laws without remorse, manipulates, lies, exploits people for personal gain, lacks empathy or guilt, acts impulsively and irresponsibly, often leading to interaction with police. Damn, nigga. The trait. Damn, they got the trait and how it shows up. Manipulativeness, using charm, guilt, or seduction to control others. Wow. Deceitfulness, chronic lying, gaslighting, or twisted narratives. Whoo, a lot of black bitches got this. Lack of empathy, emotional coldness, cruelty masked as keeping it real. Oh, shit. Yo! Impulsivity, risky sex, reckless spending, drug abuse, or sabotaging relationships. Aggression, verbal abuse, gossip, warfare. Wow. Emotional intimidation. Exploitation, using people financially, sexually, or socially without remorse. This is our chicks. Superficial relationships, difficulty forming deep bonds. Yeah. And using people like tools. Yeah. Blaming others, never accountable, always the victim. That's a black woman right there. Never accountable, always the victim, even when clearly wrong. Yo! Why is it often missed in women? Women with ASPD are less likely to commit violent crimes and more likely to harm through emotional, relational, or indirect means. Wow. Like that broad. You know what broad I'm talking about? The one who old boy bodied her on Facebook Live just a couple days ago. She's like trying to tell all his secrets and all that shit. Man, listen, man, you can't play with some niggas like that, man. You can't play with niggas. You gotta stop playing with niggas. Stop thinking niggas, you gotta stop. They gonna fuck you up. This is another chick right here. I don't know if you guys know who streamers are. Right, this is Kai Cenat, and he had a streaming university thing, and he did not invite this chick right here because she constantly tries to embarrass men, like for clout. Check this out.
You sure that's good for the let me see. This is a great hat for you. This is good. I'm liking this. $5,000. Nice. Look at the way she yes, I like it. Look at the way she You sure that's
There's more. There's other scenes, but that's just like one of the fucking scenes right there. That's crazy. Now, all right, now where's that other bitch at? What is this? Damn. That was fucked up. This one here. This bitch is certified like shorty in the hospital.
Go to Mexico. Pushing me around. Bro,
Today on Uncovered, watch this complete disgrace to society have the most obnoxious and prejudiced meltdown when she gets into a car accident with a Hispanic family.
Get knocked in the nose.
Now, last one more time. You step over here.
Look at that shit.
One more time. Take it back to Mexico. Go back to Mexico.
That's your car? The white car? Don't stand by.
The suspect is...
That's your car? The white car?
Yo. There she go. There she go. This is ASPD, antisocial personality disorder. Now, why do I say this is ASPD? Because this shows up as... Oh, wrong shit, hold on. Because this shows up as... women with ASPD less likely to commit violent crimes, more likely to harm through emotional, relational, or indirect means, and never accountable, always the victim, even when clearly wrong. in this situation, this woman is clearly wrong, and she blames her homegirl. Watch this. Crazy
The suspect
bitch.
is completely belligerent and shows no initial signs of cooperation. She's unable to control her emotions for the entirety of this incident and only continues to get more aggressive with the family.
Go to your car. And we need your license, registration, proof of insurance. I mean, ma'am, we need your document. Well,
The suspect refuses to share any information with the officers while she is distressed, so they try speaking to her friend instead.
stop at us. I'm sorry. They just kept going. Is there any way like y'all feel like you can take a report or something like that? So there's a report going to be made. You were in the car with her? Yeah, I was in the passenger seat. So, I mean, if she calmed down, we can actually get this stuff rectified. But her acting like this ain't nothing going to get fixed. I feel you. I understand that, but somebody...
She says she's on medication.
Somebody has to do something. If you want to go in her car and get her documents for me, because the report's going to be made regardless. I need her license, registration, and proof of insurance. All that needs to be inside the crash report. Right? And then we'll take a story from whoever, and whoever was driving, we'll ask these questions, but her yelling and trying to fight the people, we can't. We're only getting... Your car is pretty much... What? It's pretty much what? I don't know if it's driving. I don't think so. You help me out and see. You don't... I was spit on you. Find you again. Spit on you. Whoa. Relax. Yeah, we're gonna have to cuff her or something. No, man, I have a license record. They know me already. That's gonna be your next stop. Get out my car! Get out of there!
Ma'am, I need your registration and insurance if you want me to do this report, correct?
As the officers try to gather her license and registration, she continues to freak out and shifts the blame to her friend who was in the passenger seat.
I'm not doing shit for nobody else.
See, there you go.
Toddy had me rushing. Car, if you. Can you explain what happened again? Alright, so she was driving. She was driving on here. Stopped right there, and then nobody was coming with. Nobody was coming. She kept driving. This car just came out. I don't know what it's doing. Like, it just kept going. It didn't stop or nothing. Just kept going and just kept. I'm doing it right now. Look at this. Is there like coming? Yeah. Somebody's coming to pick y'all up? Okay, cool. No, it's not. It's not. I don't know what to tell you. It's easily fixable. You just can't do it right now. It's okay. Well, no. When the record gets here, it's okay. So, listen, man, go to your car. Your car.
Now, this could be this guy. This could look like, oh, she's a poor woman. She don't got the money. This is what I believe to be the manipulation, which is right here. Using charm, guilt, or seduction to control others. Right? That's what I think this is that she's doing.
Do me a favor. No, stand up. You can't sit in the middle of the street. Stand up. I don't want to. I'm done.
Because I don't see any tears, Pop. You see that?
You don't want to sit in the middle of the street. I don't want to. At least sit on the sidewalk. The car's coming down the street. I don't want to have to pick you up. Okay? Can you stand up for me? Can you please stand up for me? Stand up. Help me out. I need help. So then, listen.
You see this?
Over here, right? And have a seat. Sit down. Sit down and relax. It's okay. All right? Just have a seat. You need medical attention?
He said he don't call earlier.
You do or you don't?
I think I do. I was part of the city my friend.
Don't talk to me again. I'm done to embarrass all of y'all. Okay. Stupid Toddy got me in this predicament. You sitting up. I can't even stand up. You. And Toddy can't talk to me no more. You. Don't ever talk to me again in your life. I'm going to get the trash up.
Now, that's her friend.
The officer cleans some of the trash off the street while they wait for a medical team to come and evaluate the victims.
Well, thank you. Go over here with your friend. Thank you. They not hurt. Ma'am. with your friend.
Tell Donald Trump, get off of me.
Charlie, your next step is gonna be jail.
Leave me
I hear you.
You're ugly.
Next step is gonna be jail. You got a license on you?
No, it's not my mom. She don't feel like, she don't need her license. She don't want to accident. Mind business.
The passenger in the... I'm trying to help. I'm truly actually
You're not
trying to
helping
help.
nothing. Get them locked up.
Alazán, ¿cuál es el nacimiento de ella?
Agosto 7 de 2020.
I can fix this shit today. Come on, y'all have no money. I make 20 police officers.
That's good. You want to give me some money?
Yeah, I am ugly.
There you go.
Mr. I spit on you.
I'll fuck you up.
The suspect's mental condition only seems to get worse as more onlookers come out to spectate. Deputies come to a realization that they'll need to step in and arrest her momentarily, as she shows no sign of calming down anytime soon.
I don't want to fight with her. She's going to crisis, bro. But we're not about... You know what? She hit somebody, bro. Who she hit? No, you know what she's gonna hit. You gotta control her. Let her act crazy, bro.
So you got the white cop telling him, looking at her behavior, and he's like, yo, man, put this bitch in cuffs. And the brother's like, nah, man, she's going to crisis, bro. She's crazy. He says, yo, she might go and hit some fucking body. Right? And the first thing that's going to happen, if she goes and wigs out, because she walked up on that Spanish girl 2-3 times, if she fucking wigs out and hits that girl, they can sue the cops for not putting that bitch in cuffs. When they look at this body cam and they see how she was walking the fuck around and they didn't put her in cuffs, it is going to be a problem.
Shows no sign of calming down anytime soon.
I don't want to fight with her. She's going to crisis, bro. But we're not about... You know what? She hit somebody, bro. Who she hit? No, you know what she's gonna hit. You gotta control her. Let her act crazy, bro. We just get told, bro. Oh, she's clearly out of her mind.
Go to Mexico! Go to Mexico! Go to Mexico! Go to Mexico!
I tell you, this is clearly not L.A. If this was L.A., they would have jumped on her ass by now, man. They don't play that shit in L.A. L.A. is different than, you know, other what you call it, other states, right? Like even out here in New York, man, you know you could get away with what she's doing, but L.A. Nah, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, I just want to get to understand that these chicks are sick, and it's because of the fucking crackheads from the 1980s. Just as I suspected. Just as I suspected, man. All right? So, on record, they, from the 1980s to the 1990s, estimates crack babies born in the U.S., roughly 30,000 to 160,000 babies were born each year. Each year. 30 to 160,000. 30,000 to 160,000 were born each year with exposure to cocaine, right? A common figure widely cited around 100,000 annually exposed to crack. She got 100,000 women. They have babies. Then their babies grow up and have babies, so on and so forth. Cumulative lifetime, an estimated 7.5 million children have lived in the U.S. since then. So, what does that mean for generations today? Even at a conservative rate, 30,000 a year times 10 years, conservatively, that's 300,000 children whose early development may have been affected. Short-term versus long-term impact. Short-term, neonatal, low birth weight, smaller heads, irritability were well documented. Wow, let me see that. Let me see that. Complications following substance use increased in sexually transmitted disorders, placenta abruption, HIV positive status. Damn. All right. However, long-term studies suggest lasting impacts are often subtle and many issues were largely tied to poverty and unsustainable environments, not just drug exposure. So when you couple a fucked up, when you couple poverty and the environment and the drugs, they're really gonna be fucked up. So children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren of those exposed may still face challenges from prenatal exposure. What? Subtle effects on attention, coping under stress, and learning. It's crazy because they say how boys are reading on a fourth grade level. You know, a lot of them aren't graduating. Like this shit just trickles down something crazy. So when you add unstable homes, incarceration, neglect that often surrounded addicted parents, that's what you get. Fucked up people walking around the world. All right, y'all. We about to bring it to a close. Thanks for popping out.